Sushi, look at me.
Zubat has literally the most annoying noise of any Pokemon. Oh, thank fuck.
I'm glad they kept the Zubat cave, which is always, everyone loved that bit of Pokemon.
Yeah, that's the best part of Pokemon, the unmaneuverable Zubat cave.
Repels effect.
No, this is a fucking godsend of this cave. I was genuinely shocked here. That's why I just stood there for a minute.
Wait, what happened?
Cheating shenanigans there.
All my Pokemon are fully healed
Oh.
in the zone that plays the same music as the Pokemart for some reason.
Oh. Well, that's a nice little consideration, I guess.
Yeah.
Running? What is this?
Clefairy! Clefairy! Oh, man. It never ends.
I have another creepypasta here, but I don't want to read past the first 3 lines. After that,
Okay.
Hit us with it.
I was walking down in the neighbourhood when I saw a dying person. He tell me, stay at the switch to come. He dies, terrified. I
that
ran
it?
mum, but my mum is skeleton. I look for my 4-year-old brother. I find him on couch. He is rape.
Fucking PewDiePie write this?
Oh. That's the one bad thing about going to Sweden. It's the same country as PewDiePie.
Oh, I'm on completely the wrong thing here.
The day of this book. Okay. Here's a very famous creepypasta. Warning! If you have a heart condition, do not read this. You will drop to the floor, flopping like a fish, while clenching your heart, seeing as you are having a heart attack. Also, if you have a sensitive anus, do not read this. The brick you shat will be painful. Are we ready?
My body is
Okay.
ready.
I'll begin.
I feel like the brick
A few-
part ruins it.
A few years ago, a man was walking down a road because his car broke down and he saw a car coming up behind him, so he stuck out his thumb to hitchhike and the car stopped ahead of him. He ran up to the passenger side and opened the door. When he opened the door, a skeleton popped out. That's it.
Okay, that shouldn't matter, but I paused for a fraction of a second.
We should save the bad creepypasta for a separate reading, I think.
Or for moments in the game like this. But, Paul, as you know, I'm a total Sonic the Hedgehog fan, much like everyone else. I like the newer games, but I don't mind playing the classics. I don't think I've ever played... Nah, I'm not going to do Sonic.exe.
Oh no. That Sonic... I'd never finished Sonic.exe because it goes on for so long.
The ending, the money shot is where it's worth. The end.
I never got to the end.
Speaking of Sonic and Tails and Money Shot,
I stay here for a while to listen to this great music.
That is a good point, actually. I do have a good fan fiction to read here.
No, all I remember... So what happens at the end of Sonic.exe then? Because I'll never read it.
A Sonic plushie appears behind it and it's got blood red eyes.
Is that it? Oh, okay.
Right.
if this is Ben heading off to the special Sonic reading,
No, I'm going...
our next video will be
No.
how to lose 500 subscribers in 20
Oh,
seconds.
don't worry, I've got something even worse.
It's not so much that, it's just really boring.
Right. One day Mario woke up and decided to take a shit. Because, hey, he's Mario.
No, you're not reading that. You're not reading that. Right, let's make a rule here straight away.
Okay, just do the
Pokemon fanfic only.
Okay, just do the next line.
Okay, one more line, and then that's it.
So Mario went up to Yoshi and said, Yoshi, I want you to be my shitter. Right. That's for another time, I feel. That's for LRM After Dark.
I hadn't heard that before.
Ah, dear.
It's
that and Mario Plant Rape, I think.
it's really hot.
I think that's what he does.
One thing you may not have noticed about this is that Pokemon gain levels extremely quickly in this game. I have no idea why. Like, really quickly. Yeah.
Geodude.
Yeah.
So now would be a good time to read the LRM podcast. To read the LRM podcast. Download the text file today of our podcast.
I'm never doing the text file.
No, we're not. Oh yeah, how well did the subtitle project go, by the way?
I only did the first one,
Yeah.
and then I gave up. Oh, where's the really bad one?
So,
Every Pokemon creepypasta ever. This is it, I think. That's not it.
well, I know one bit that is getting edited out.
Pikachu has died.
Rip. Feeling the burn from his
Because it's
defense
creepypasta.
Love enemies that constantly raise their defense.
It's not very effective. He only died once.
Lols. Lol.
Where are you going? No. Okay.
What did I pick up there? I already missed it.
It was a
Potion
potion.
shaped like a Pokeball.
Okay.
Actually,
So many fucking...
I bet
things.
there's a Pokemon
Lass.
creepypasta about like how the Pokeballs actually contain dead Pokemon that have fossil fueled into potions.
So this one time I was browsing a yard sale when I noticed a pile of old Game Boy games. Naturally, I picked the one that had its original label scraped off and the words "Evil Pokemon's Gory Scary Version" written on it in blue crayon. The yard sale guy said, "You shouldn't buy that game, it's cursed," but I said, "Shut up and take my money," and bought it anyway. I figured he must be retarded or something, because why would you put a game out for sale at a yard sale if you don't want to sell it? Either way, I went home and dug out my old Game Boy Advance and put the game in. It was Pokemon Red, but there was something off about the intro. The fight sequence between Gengar and Nidorino played as usual, but Nidorino's face had been cut to shreds and he was apparently bleeding from his eyes. There was one saved game. The trainer's name was Satan, and he'd been playing for 666.666 hours and had 13 badges. This sounds like My Immortal, the Pokemon version. I found this strange because there are
Hold on,
only
Paul,
8
I've got
badges
to stop you there.
in the game.
A Zubat's on the screen right now. Okay, it's gone. Right, you can keep going.
I decided to check out what Pokemon he had. He had a Charizard, Raichu, Vaporeon, Snorlax, Dragonite, and Gengar. Their sprites were all messed up though. Charizard, Dragonite, and Gengar all looked incredibly evil, with wide, smirking grins across their faces and red, bloody eyes. Vaporeon, Raichu, and Snorlax all looked like they'd been mauled half to death.
With pink fish.
I started walking around in the game and found that I couldn't speak to anyone. Pressing A on most characters did nothing, and for those that did it merely said ... I then realised that the Lavender Town theme was playing. Even though I was still on Route 2, it played no matter where I went. Then a text box popped up and it was Vaporeon. It said, "Do you love me?" And then the options yes and no. I chose no because it was kind of a scary looking Vaporeon. Satan doesn't love me either. Bill didn't love me, he gave me away. Nobody loves me. Maybe it's because I'm deformed, but it isn't my fault. Then it said Vaporeon used rope and cut to a hyper-realistic animation of Vaporeon hanging itself.
Harsh.
It's not finished yet. Raichu came up next and said, "You killed Vaporeon, you bastard." Its eyes started glowing red and then it did an electric attack, but it backfired, then it died too. I thought, fuck this, I'ma go battle some wild Pokemons. This is getting worse by the second. I walked into... Oh, thank God, we're at the cave. Oh, never mind. Right. I walked into some tall grass and then the battle music started playing and then instead of a Rattata or a Pidgey or a Caterpie or whatever, it said Wild Ghost appeared. Charizard came out and started to fight. Then it said Ghost used Curse. Charizard's health went all the way down to 0, and then instead of saying Charizard fainted like it's supposed to, it said Charizard died. Oh my gods, no, you can't die in Pokemons, they just faint, this is stupid. I thought it must be some kind of hacked version or something or nothing. Ghost then cursed all of my other remaining Pokemon to death. Then my own sprite was facing it. I didn't know you could battle yourself if all your Pokemon were fainted, or rather killed, I suppose I should say.
Duh.
Another text box appeared. It was the Ghost. It said, "Hello, Kevin." This took me aback because I realised that the game knew my real name. It went on and on about how it was my fault he died, and then it said, "You're next, Kevin." Then photographs of children being mutilated started flashing on my screen. So I tried to turn the Game Boy off, but T wouldn't turn off, and then it caught... and then it caught on fire for some reason. Then I started hearing the Lavender Town music whenever I went, and it felt like Ghost was following me around everywhere. Then a skeleton popped out of my Game Boy and strangled me, and now I'm dead. I'm never going to buy an unmarked second-hand copy of Pokemon from a yard sale again, especially not since I'm dead. True story. That was beautiful.
Harsh.
The background text to trollpasta.com is a man's head that looks like a penis.
So,
And he has no nose.
while that was coming on, I was browsing a certain wiki, and like every time like that has audio ads. So when you actually read like something that was supposed to be scary, like one of those audio ads like popped out like a huge like noise into my earphones. That's why I went at some point.
Okay.
Schoolboy error, Paul.
Well, it's because I don't know if I'll actually survive this battle is the problem, because he's on like 1 health. I need to catch this Dojo. So I think we've got quite a good thing going on here. Every time there's like battle or random pissing about in caves, we can just read Pokemon Creepypasta.
Or I could read,
Because this...
one day Mario woke up and decided to take a shit.
No, we're not reading that. Is Steven gone, by the way?
Yep, just listen.
Okay. I just like to listen to you guys.
Yeah, I'd listen to you both, but as I've said, it doesn't really bode well at work.
Oh,
Yeah.
right, yeah.
Do you never get any chance to listen to it outside of work?
Just to get out of time.
Well, how do you get to and from work? Do you drive there?
Yes.
Well, just put us on a CD and listen to it in the car.
Drive for about 5 minutes each way.
Oh. Well,
You'll get through
you'll
like
Sit on the
one.
bike.
listen to us in the car park before you go to work. Just drive in early.
Wow.
Sorry, I was half an hour late, but I was laughing at Mario needing a shit.
Then he went up to Yoshi and said, "I want you to be my shitter."
Listen to it in bed.
Sorry.
Once asleep, get out your iPod and listen to a shitty Avril Lavigne song, and then to Face Strange.
Sorry, I woke you, but Mario needed to shit.
You know what this is, Ben?
Yeah, Plat B. Platinum Billy. Appeared in one chapter.
I feel so powerful. Oh, for fuck's sake.
I like how none of them have names either, because usually it's like lass, bloomin' whatever.
In Red and Blue, they didn't have individual names.
Ah.
This Jigglypuff has eyes, this is not right.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
holding
that's
them
good.
in her hand.
Yeah. Unfortunately, she also knows sing, which means that we can just fast forward. Oh yeah, I woke up. It's fine.
Well, singing is spooky because it's music, but there's nothing spookier than the music of Lavender Town. No, I did not create this pasta. I'm in no way taking credit for writing it. I'm just passing it on.
Now, Jigglypuff is a fairy type in Pokemon X and Y, and Steel is super effective against Fairy, so this battle gets a lot easier now.
Uh-huh. Actually, I don't even have time to read this. I just realized there's only 2 minutes left in the video. Oh well, you'll have
Don't
to
worry,
wait for that
I
angular
don't
timer.
lose to this Jigglypuff. No.
Why do scuba divers fall backwards off of the boat?
Go ahead.
Shh, 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 shh. Everyone shut up. There's something important coming up. You can tell us our scuba diving joke off camera.
Is it this
Not this
piggy?
pitchy. No, it's what comes up next. Oh my god, Lavender Town music, and it's not Lavender Town, and there's a single patch of grass there, which I just noticed. Yeah, so this is, I guess, the next city where they play Lavender Town music. 3, spooky, 5, me.
Right, okay, scuba diver, tell me. Hit me with the punchline.
Because if they fell forward, they'd still be on the boat.
I forgot the opening line of the joke.
Why do scuba divers fall backwards there?
Oh, okay. That's funny. That's the end of the video, guys, so, yeah.